at us here on DMAC and Ryder 97.1 The Fan LA 855-97 LA Fan. Woo. So you wore the right jersey because we are right now doing the 2026 World Cup preview. You want to do that instead?
2026 World Cup preview.
I should have worn a soccer jersey. You know what? I have a Spain national
World
jersey.
Cup.
This is the countdown to the World Cup. We are 17 days away from kickoff of the World Cup. And guys, here on DMAC and Ryder, we are going to be covering the World Cup every single day. Every day leading up to the World Cup, we are going to be doing this segment, Countdown to the World Cup. We have 13 shows, including to today.
The fact that many third-place finishers in a four-person group are going to advance takes a lot of the drama out of the group play for me, DMAC.
I agree, too. I think that 32 teams, I believe it was 32, I want to say, the last one.
The original, yep.
Going up to 2020, that was the perfect amount because you had that tension. It didn't feel like there was people there just making an appearance and just, it almost feel very Olympics in some ways where, yeah, like there's representation. That's awesome. But you want the best teams and you want competitive teams. And we know that you add more teams, it waters down the competition and it makes it feel just a little less special.
This is where greed starts to, okay, so I don't need an expanded NCAA tournament. I don't know. We haven't had this talk yet. I don't need an expanded college football playoff. I like it exactly where it is. I don't need 22 NFL games or whatever they're projecting for 2032 at this rate. And I don't need extra teams in the World Cup. And I understand that for a country to get into the World Cup that tends not to, it is a once-in-a-lifetime, epic, oh my God, the entire country comes together moment. So I get how FIFA can sell their greed as we're just helping other countries sort of do their thing and include more. That's what makes the World Cup special. And for group play, let's say USA, and we're going to get to this later, but let's say USA has a poor group stage. There's still it's almost impossible not to make it. Remember when Argentina last time around lost to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Was that Qatar, right?
Mm-hmm. Qatar.
In the opener, every one of those matches they had to win in order to advance, and obviously eventually they won the whole thing. This time in the same system, whatever, won't matter. They'll get there. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't want this to turn into, the group stage is just to let the big boys warm up for the later stages,
exactly
right? I don't want that because, you see the NCAA tournament, even though the NCAA tournament is expanding, which I am not for, but even though they are, it's still going to be one and done,
That's
right?
true.
So
That's
if
fair.
you were going to expand the tourney and expand the amount of teams they're in, I think that would be the way to kind of bring it back. But we know that's what's fun about that. The group stage is awesome when it's less teams, but it is what it is. At least more countries get to be represented. I think that's the positive, it's the highlight of it. But also, I've been watching a lot of Champions League, and I remember watching all the post-game.
Slipping in your PSG
after
in the final.
PSG Liverpool, right? Talking about the best football ever. It feels like every single commentator said that the Champions League is the best quality football versus, and of course I mean soccer for my people here. But
you went football.
Yeah,
I didn't even
football
notice.
with the U, right?
I call it football too, yeah.
So I don't want to diminish quality, and I like the tension of the upsets leading to meaningful football early in the group stage.
You made a great point, DMAC and Ryder. If you're going to expand the field for the World Cup, which they've done, do what the Champions League did. And did, I think this is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong on that, the second year, where you can just have four teams in each group, and then just have a weighted system where some of them get a bye, but you still only take two out per group and just have more groups. Have more groups instead of the third team. And in the Champions League now, they're at the top 8 in the table of the Champions League get basically a bye. You could have done something like that. I mean, I'm glad more countries are playing. I just wish there was more drama, Bersh.
And looking at the format, as mentioned, 8 of the 12 best third-place teams will move on to that round of 32, where you just play a simple bracket at that point. To determine those 8 best teams, it will go as follows in terms of tiebreaker. Obviously, points first off, then it goes to goal differential, then it goes to most goals scored, then it goes to fair play score, which is the lowest disciplinary points. Basically, you get negative points
so
for...
Brazil can't qualify that way.
for yellow cards and red cards. And then if there is still a tiebreaker that needs to be done at that point, it goes to FIFA World Ranking, which let's take a look at the FIFA World Ranking and the best odds to win. I'm going to give you guys the top 10 here of the FIFA rankings first off. Number 1 coming into the tournament is France. 2nd, Spain. 3, Argentina. 4, England. 5, Portugal. 6, Brazil. 7, Netherlands. 8, Morocco. 9, Belgium. 10, Germany. The United States, for good measure, they are 16th in the FIFA World Rankings. And just to take a look at odds, according to DraftKings, I'll give you guys the top 5 on DraftKings. Spain is actually the favorite at plus 475, France at plus 500, England plus 650, Brazil plus 800, Argentina plus 900, USA at plus 6,000, giving them the 14th best odds coming into the tournament.
Can I admit something that many people have told me makes me a bad person? I want Spain to win as much as I want America to win.
Wow.
Here's my thing, though. My brother got mad at me. He's a big Tottenham fan. Congratulations, Spurs fans. You didn't get demoted. First of all, America's not going to win, right? So that's number one. They're not. Would you concur? America's not going to win the World Cup.
This would be a bigger upset than Leicester City, right? This would be like if Leicester City won the NBA Finals or something. Like it would be like it'd be like water to wine level miracle for the United States to win. So I think that is interesting. That it's like, okay, it's not like we're going to see the U.S. versus the team that you won. It's very unlikely.
America versus Spain, I will root for America, but I'm a big Barcelona. I'm wearing a Barcelona shirt right now. Barcelona Football Club, not Barcelona Soccer Club. Barcelona Football Club. Basically, the entire Spain national team is Barcelona. And Lamine Yamal, who we should talk about, is the most exciting player on the face of the earth. He's probably the best player on the face of the earth. He's the Wembanyama or the... Yeah, is that right? Like, he's the Wembanyama, maybe, of soccer. He has the chance to be the best of all time. He's got a long ways to go. He also plays for Spain. So I'm trying to decide if I'm allowed to wear Spain national jersey on a regular basis.
So basically your odds of having one of your 50 teams win are pretty high here. Okay, can I give you the team that I want to win, not the U.S.? If it's, of course, if the U.S., let's go, USA.
America.
But if it's not America, Brazil.
Really?
Brazil. They have not won since
Have no
2022. They haven't won since Ronaldo had the crazy haircut. And yes, it's very unlikely, but still... I mean, I think the thing about Brazil is there's such a pressure, the pressure of an entire nation. All the pressure comes with being a Brazil football team, but it's been so long since they've won, and they are really, I mean, that team that you expect to get over the hump. But Spain's so good, France, Argentina, the heavyweights are there. It's going to be a battle of heavyweights, I feel.
The positive side of the equation for your Brazilian team that you want to win. Carlo Ancelotti's the manager now. He's an extraordinary manager. He did a great job at Real, losers or whatever. I don't remember what they're called. He's a great manager. Bad news. Vinny Jr. never plays well for the Brazilian national team, and Vinny Jr. also sucks at soccer in general. And I hate him because he plays for those other guys.
Yeah.
Rafinha.
He'll
run.
I mean, there's talent there for sure. I think the biggest question for them is there that elite level talent that you see on France, you see on Spain? It doesn't feel like. I mean, that's also a conversation. Just like Brazil used to have just like every single blue chipper. It felt like, and we saw what happened when it was in Brazil and Neymar not being able to get them over the hump. I mean, what is the reason for just kind of the talent gap that we're seeing now?
You know what we should do? We should at some point during the World Cup, we should take all the interesting players and tell you, the fan here in LA, 97.1 The Fan LA, DMAC and Ryder, who the equivalent is in American sports, because Neymar would be.
I like this exercise.
Is it James? It's a more talented version.
Yeah,
of
he's
James
a better version of James Harden,
who parties and destroyed their all-time great potential because they couldn't stop going to the club and just going crazy.
Who's his NBA comp?
Yeah, I'm trying.
I don't want to say Tracy McGrady. Because
it'd be Grant Hill if Grant Hill's problem was partying instead of injuries.
Yeah, that's a good comp with the ankles.
We should do
the injuries.
Live programming alert. I'm gonna put that.
I like that. The equivalent.
All right.
Well, guys, let's dive into this American team. U.S. is in Group D, which means we will be diving into
D for DMAC.
D for DMAC. That's correct. And good job. And we will be diving more into Group D on Friday. But just looking at their schedule here, they've got Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. 2 of these games will be right here in LA at SoFi. June 12th at SoFi against Paraguay, June 25th at SoFi with Turkey. Their game with Australia will be June 19th in Seattle. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this American team coming into the tournament?
So I am not a big Christian Pulisic fan at all. I don't trust him. But this is the American team that by far has the most minutes played by American players in the European Big Five leagues and just in Europe in general in the history of the World Cup. And there's like Ricardo Pepi just finished, I think, second or third in goals in I can't pronounce it. What's the Dutch league? Eredivisie?
Yeah, there you go.
Did I do it?
That's spot on. It's close.
I'm a polyglot.
Yeah, you are, man. Polyglot. Multiple languages. Good word.
Thank you.
Wonderkid over here.
I love Weston McKennie. I'm a huge fan. I think so. Are you a Poch guy? Pochettino's now the coach. I'm kind of lukewarm on him. He was great at Tottenham. Then he got some other big jobs, didn't succeed. He's from Argentina, but he is a world-class coach by sort of resume, if not recent success.
Yeah, it feels like that is just a different strategy for the U.S. team, is to get that big-name coach has had success in European leagues. And I think of the United States, it just feels like there is some talent, not high-end talent. I don't want to say they're average, the epitome of average, but they're a team that's just right in the middle. And that's kind of not where you want to be. You want to be closer to actually competing, and will they get past the group stage? They're the host country, right? So there's a lot of pressure that comes along with that, but it just doesn't feel like we've advanced to the point where, okay, you can go toe-to-toe with these elite clubs, with these elite countries. It feels like we should be more advanced than we really are.
Can I illustrate why I think the USA is in trouble, and to your point about this squad? So you brought up Brazil a few minutes ago and how they don't have an elite player. Their best player on that team, Brazil, I would say, is Rafinha. And he was 5th in the Ballon d'Or last year. Rafinha, who's a Brazilian forward, those of you that don't know, plays for Barcelona, is probably the 8th to 15th best player in the world. Is that fair?
Seems about right.
If you think it's someone else, tell me. But generally, people think Christian Pulisic is the best player on the U.S. national team. Christian Pulisic is not even a top 100 player in the world. I'm not sure he's a top 150 player in the world. Is he? I mean, that's the problem for USA, to your exact point. We have some depth now. We have a lot of guys that have had good experience. We don't have a single Arda Güler, who's going to play for Turkey and is going to play the USA, and I don't like him either because he plays for the bad guys, is probably a top 50 player. When we play Turkey, they're going to have the best player on the field, not us, in Güler. If Pulisic's the best player, is he a top 200 player? I don't know if he is, dude.
I mean, he's European talent. I think he's AC Milan, right? So, I mean,
there's 38 teams in each first division. Would he be a top player on any of the sort of 40 times, 20 teams per league, 100 players? I don't think he's a top 2 player for AC Milan. Do you?
At this point, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, and you want that. You want to have that face of your country, right? You want to have that guy to see how he stacks up with the other elite talent on other teams. But when you start, the Mbappes, the Messis, guys like that,
right?
Hey, Christian Pulisic, really?
For Spain, Pedri is a top 10 player. Lamine Yamal is a top 10 player. Like most of these contenders have 2 or 3 guys that are good enough to be arguably in the top 20. Pulisic, we have to argue he's in the top 200.
That's tough.
It's a bummer. I should be more positive.
He did play for Chelsea.
That's true. Am I being too negative?
No, you look at that roster. You got Weston McKennie, you got Tyler Adams, you got some other veterans that played on that 2022 World Cup team. And I think it's just kind of the hope is that you capture the magic, I would say. In 1994, they give that team a lot of credit for expanding the game in the United States. Can you just capture the imagination, even if you don't realistically, obviously think you're going to win a World Cup, right? We talked about that earlier. That can't be the goal.
What is success? Knockout round win?
You get past the group stage. What was the year they beat Portugal? I think it was 2002, I want to say.
And they lost 1-0 to somebody good.
Yeah.
I think you have to win and one factor that we haven't talked about being the fact that the World Cup is in the United States and Mexico and Canada, that we're going to play. We lost to Germany 1-0. Good call, Berge. That is a huge advantage. That being at home is almost the equivalent of having the best player in the field. You say Qatar or Qatar? You're a Qatar guy.
I'm a Qatar guy.
Wait, is that how you say it?
So Qatar, I've kind of gone with Qatar, but then I had someone tell me like they want to roll
corrected you?
Qatar, so I just kind of mix it up.
I'm gonna go Qatar.
Qatar.
Qatar beat Argentina in part because they were just there, right? I mean, so maybe the enhancement factor of it's not our roster that's going to get us. It's the fans and the energy and the hope and the positivity and the vibes if we're going to win a knockout stage game.
That certainly plays a factor. I mean, being the host nation, the pressure that comes with that, the advantage, though, that comes with that, too, right? I mean, you're not having to travel very far. I mean, there's games spread around across the United States, but they're bereft and they're devoid of the talent necessary to go toe-to-toe with any of these teams. I mean, I was kind of going deep into the weeds on some of these highlights. I like Chris Richards, center back, Crystal Palace guy in the Premier League.
That's a deep cut.
Well, I have a good friend, very into soccer. I told him about this yesterday, and we were just diving into it. And
okay,
I think what you want to see out of the U.S. is, I think the ship has probably sailed for Pulisic, like to be he's going to change soccer in the United States. It's just he's the biggest star we do have, right? But it's not like he is someone that I think can transcend, that can take this sport forward, that will make, like, there's no Shohei Ohtani of U.S. soccer. There's no Wemby of U.S. soccer right now playing for this team. And to be honest, until they really have that, you're probably not going to see the fanfare. But it is the World Cup, and the World Cup is as big as it gets.